Hello everyone, my name is Joseph and welcome back to the Popsicle Night channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. Please take a second to click the like button if you like this video or hit the thumbs down if you don't. Also, if you enjoy the contents of this channel, please subscribe if you haven't already. In today's video, we'll be taking a look at GREEDENT VMAX from the Fusion Strike set. And I'll tell you, this has got to be the most cheap shot Pokemon you'll play in the format right now. Let's take a look. It is worth noting that I'm using the GREEDENT V from Shining Fates. I think this is really good because its Crunch attack, for 2 colorless energy, it deals 40 damage but also discards an energy from your opponent's active Pokemon. The guaranteed energy discard is just very disruptive and adds a powerful utility to this deck. But its Dynamax form is where it's at. GREEDENT VMAX has 320 HP, 3 retreat cost, no resistance, and is weak to fighting. It has 2 attacks and our focus will be its first attack, Turn a Profit. For 2 colorless energy, it deals 30 damage. However, if you knocked out a basic Pokemon with this attack, you can take 2 extra prizes, which is just ridiculously broken. And the best way to use this attack is to target weaker single prize support Pokemon, which will net you 3 prizes for each knockout. So you only really need to knock out 2 basic Pokemon to win each game. While 30 damage may not seem like much, there are many ways we can increase this attack's damage output. First, we're going to use the powerful energy. This adds 20 more damage to the attacks of colorless type Pokemon. Second, we can use the Vitality Band tool card, which adds an additional 10 damage to our attacks. Third, we can also use Leon to add 30 more damage to our attack for that turn. And fourth, we can inflict additional damage to weaken our opponent's Pokemon, and we can do this with the help of Zigzagoon with the Headbutt Tantrum ability. If you play this from your hand to the bench, you can put 1 damage counter to one of your opponent's Pokemon. And we also have Inteleon with a quick shooting ability. Once per turn, you can deal 2 damage counters on one of your opponent's Pokemon. And speaking of Inteleon, I also have a 3-3-1 line of the Shady Dealings engine with this build, which allows you to get 1 or 2 trainer cards from the deck, which can help you find exactly what you need at the right time. So with all of these modifications and buffs available, you can easily knock out unsuspecting targets and win the game extremely fast. However, if your opponent decides to evolve their basic Pokemon, you can use Banette with the Curse of Devolution ability. If you evolve into this Banette from your hand, you can devolve one of your opponent's bench Pokemon, removing its highest stage card, putting it to your opponent's hand. Keep in mind that this ability only works on Pokemon on your opponent's bench, and you can reuse this ability with the help of the Scoop Up Net. Also, if your opponent decides not to put any more basic Pokemon in their bench, you can use Echoing Horn, which allows you to put a basic Pokemon from your opponent's discard pile straight to their bench, potentially giving your Greedent an easy target. And to move your opponent's Pokemon from their bench to their active spot, you can use Boss's Orders. But if their Pokemon's HP have been reduced to 50 HP or lower, you can also use Toy Catcher, which is pretty much a Boss's Orders for Pokemon with 50 or less HP. And if all else fails, you can also use GREEDENT VMAX's second attack, Max Gimme Gimme. For 3 colorless energy, it will deal 160 damage, and you can draw 3 cards. And again, with the buffs included in this build, you can increase this attack, so even if your opponent doesn't have any single price basic Pokemon, you'll have a way to attack for an exceptional amount of damage. To help accelerate energy on Greedent, I'm also using a few copies of Melanie. As long as you have a basic water energy in the discard pile, you can accelerate one to one of your V Pokemon and then draw 3 cards. And in case you need water energy, I added Capacious Bucket, which allows you to get 2 water energy from the deck. Having this is good because you can easily obtain it with the Shady Dealings ability, which ensures that you always have an energy available. I also added 3 Capture Energy, which really helps set up our basic Pokemon in the board. And finally, Snorlax, the Golden Boy himself, to help us draw into more cards with the Gourmandize ability. And that's pretty much it. You can find the complete deck list in the description below. And now please enjoy the following gameplay videos showcasing this greedy cuteness, GREEDENT VMAX. But first, let's give a quick shout out to our sponsors. This video is sponsored by PTCGO the best place for you to get PTCGO code cards. Are you looking to complete your Pokemon card collection online for the latest set? PTCGOstore.com has everything you need. Please use my code NIGHT22 at checkout so you can get a 5% discount. Help yourself out with the discount, and thank you for helping support the content I create in this channel and for helping out PTCGOstore.com. Alright, we're starting off the match with a Shuppet to go into the active. We have a few quick balls to use to get our basics from the deck. And we get a Salvo from our first draw, which is actually great. And we're going up against a Durant Mill deck. And I think I'll just set up my Greedent V right away. And yeah, Durant Mill deck has been very popular lately in the ladder. And it's very aggressive. So if you have 4 Durants in play, you can discard your opponent's top deck 4 cards at a time. And I know they use a lot of disruption cards that prevents their opponent from attacking, like Crushing Hammer, and also Galar Mine Stadium to trap their opponent's Pokemon in the active, especially the non-attacker ones. But yeah, this should be a fairly easy matchup for us because most of the time they'll have Durant in the active, so we'll always have a target, and Durant only has 90 HP. And as long as we can set up our Greedent VMAX, we should be able to knock out their Durant V, if we can knock them out. They're using Crushing Hammer. Oh dude, we got a Professor's Research from the top deck. What I'm gonna do is actually use Evolution Incense. Instead of getting Drizzle, I'll just evolve into Greedent VMAX, use Professor's Research, and what's this? What's this, man? We got a lot of buffs available to us, which is crazy. So we got 1 powerful energy on our Greedent VMAX. We have 30 base damage. Turn of Profit will hit now for 60 damage. 30 damage away from knocking out this Durant in the active. But we have another powerful energy for our next turn. And even if they manage to use another hammer, we can use Melanie to attach a water energy. And even if it takes a few turns to... Okay, good. So they didn't get any more success in their Crushing Hammers, so we should be good. And now we should be able to attack for 80 damage. I'm just going to use Quick Ball, get a Zigzagoon, put 1 damage counter on their active, hit for 80 damage with Turn of Profit, getting us our getting us our first 3 prizes. Insane. So fast. All we need to do is knock out... Okay, well, there's the scoop, man. So fast. So we're going to go first. Going first with this build definitely is a must, if at all possible, because once you set up your Greedent V, attach an energy on your second turn when you evolve into VMAX, attach another energy, you should be able to start knocking out weaker Pokemon. But right now we can't get a Greedent V successfully and successfully attach an energy, so we're just gonna do the next best thing. I'll just attach the energy on Sabo to get Greedent V in play, and I'll just use switch to use Snorlax's Gormandize, and that gets us a lot of really good cards. Actually, we get a few level balls, and we also have Bayonet available to us, and we're going up against a Suicune V build, very aggressive, and they're gonna put Cape of Toughness to add HP. But you know what? That doesn't matter because we have our target right there. That Sabo is going to be an easy 3 prizes for us. And that's the beauty of going first too. Our opponent can't evolve their turn going first. So that's going to leave that Sabo defenseless. Although our Greedent V doesn't have any energies to it. So, but you know what? All the cards that we got from our Gormandize is actually perfect. I could probably use Quick Ball, get that water energy in the discard pile so we can use Melanie. But we still need a lot of components to actually make a successful attack. Because even if I use Drizzle to get the Melanie, it's not going to guarantee that we have... we can evolve into Greedent VMAX and also get an extra energy. So we're just going to have to wait and see. But on our opponent's next turn, they're most probably just going to evolve into Drizzle. And at least we have Bayonet to devolve one of those Sabos so we can get an extra... we can get that 3 prize on our next turn. We get a Scoop Up Net, so we can get Snorlax out of the active. So let's go through with the plan. Probably just get another Sabo. And I'm just gonna watch out and not put too much Pokemon in the bench because that's gonna effectively decrease Suicune V's attack. So I'll just get a Drizzle, and then I'll get a Melanie, so that we can accelerate 1 energy on... Dude, what is this? We got a powerful energy. We can get a Greedent VMAX. And we have a level ball to get a Zigzagoon. Deal 1 damage counter on that Sabo. We can... Dude, this is crazy. Turn 2, 3 prize, man. This is crazy. So I'm just gonna use Level Ball, get my Zigzagoon, Headbutt Tantrum, one of the Sobbles, scoop up my Snorlax out of the active to get my Greedent in the active, use Toy Catcher to get that in the active, and yeah, turn a profit. I think I'm gonna hold off on this Sobble. Turn a profit, 50 damage, insane. 3 prizes right there, guys. Oh my goodness. And this is why I love this GREEDENT VMAX. I can't believe I'm just playing this now. If you can get this build, do it. It's amazing. So they're also using Ice Rider Calyrex VMAX, but that doesn't matter. We have our sights on our opponent's Sobble right there. They're gonna evolve into Drizzile, but that's fine. We can devolve with our Bayonet, and we're just gonna decrease. We have Toy Catcher. Insane. This. We also have Powerful Energy to increase attack. We don't even need like Zigzagoon to get a knockout. They're gonna use Melanie, so. And they don't have enough firepower to knock out my GREEDENT VMAX. I thought they used Ludicolo, but they haven't set that up yet, so. Definitely no knockout here from our opponent. Blizzard Rondo, and again, because we held off on putting our Pokemon on the bench, that decreases their attack. So we'll just put the Powerful Energy, and this is gonna be game. This is insane. I think I'll just use Evolution Incense to get my quick shooting Inteleon. This is an easy way to put damage counter, because we still need to use Toy Catcher to get that Sobble in the active. Use Bayonet to devolve, Toy Catcher, and there it is. Turn a profit for the win. Crazy. It's too easy, man. Oh my goodness. Alright, going on to our next match. I'm going first, so that's a good start. And Greedent will go into the active. Nice. I have Capture Energy to start. I can probably get a Sobble from that. And since I have 2 Drizzile, I can probably use the Level Ball to get another Sobble. And I have Evolution Incense, and then I can evolve into Greedent VMAX on my next turn. So with the Shady Dealings, we can get trainer cards from our deck, probably get Professor's Research to draw into more cards. But my opponent's using Galarian Articuno in their active right now. They also have Cresselia and what seems to be a Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. And since they're going second, they can accelerate 3 energies onto their Shadow Rider Calyrex VMAX. So very aggressive matchup for sure. I think it's just a matter of who can set up the fastest. Shadow Rider Calyrex has the potential to one-hit KO our GREEDENT VMAX if they set up enough energy in play. So very dangerous matchup for sure. And they don't have any basic Pokemon that has little HP to work with. So 120 with Cresselia and also their Articuno, but at least it's a little bit workable. We just have to kind of deplete the HP a little bit, but it's not gonna take one hit to knock them out at this point. So we're hitting for 50 damage right now with the Powerful Energy. So I'm just gonna use Shady Dealings. Even if I use Leon, we're only gonna hit for 80 damage, so that's not gonna be enough anyways. So I'll just go for a permanent fix for the meantime. Get a Vitality Band. That's gonna increase our attack to 60. And I'll get Professor's Research, which we actually need for a better setup. Get another Sobble, so that's good. And I think I'll just use Turn of Profit to deal 60 chip damage to this Cresselia, so it's a little bit more workable at this point. All we need to do is gust it up and then get 3 prizes from it. Hopefully my opponent doesn't get enough energy into play though. I'm just very scared that they're just gonna knock out our GREEDENT VMAX. So you're gonna encounter matches like this where it's gonna be a little bit harder for you to win against. But even against VMAX is actually workable too, because if you can set up your Shuppet and your Bayonet, you can devolve their VMAX into their Pokemon V, and then just knock their Pokemon V with Max Gimme Gimme. So there are a lot of ways that you can work with GREEDENT VMAX. And my opponent is gonna attack for 220 damage, so we're gonna get knocked out next turn for sure. I'll just put Shuppet in the on the bench for the meantime. But we at least need to knock out that Cresselia, get our 3 prize, and we need to set up another GREEDENT V. So I'm gonna get Evolution Incense. That way I can evolve into a Quick Shooting Inteleon, because we have Toy Catcher, but we can't get that Cresselia into the active. So I need to do some chip damage onto it, decrease its HP, and be able to put it into the active and get our first 3 prize. So I'll get my Quick Shooting Inteleon. And then we have Quick Ball so that we can set up another Greedent. I'll just get rid of Marnie, get my GREEDENT V, and then I can attach the Capture Energy. I mean, it's 1 energy that we can use for our next turn, so that's fine. So I'll just use Quick Shooting on their Cresselia. That puts its HP down to 40. And now we can use Toy Catcher to get it into the active. And then we have Evolution Incense, so I can probably get a Drizzile so that I can set up my Quick Shooting Inteleon, and then we can do some chip damage on their Galarian Articuno. And oh wait, why did why did I get the Quick Shooting? Oh dude, I meant to get Drizzile. Oh dude, that was dumb. Well, I have to use Professor's Research, okay? Oh no. Oh man, that mistake is probably gonna cost us the game. Well, I'll just scoop up this Inteleon and evolve into Drizzile. And Leon is good, but I think I'll just get the Vitality Band so that I can set up my other Greedent. We have GREEDENT VMAX on our next turn, so we should be good. And we'll go from there for the meantime. So I'll use Turn to Profit, 60 damage. We get 3 prizes from that. Insane. Get Water Energy, Powerful Energy. So they're gonna knock out my GREEDENT VMAX in the active, but we have to knock out that 120 HP Galarian Articuno. So what are our options here? We have GREEDENT V that's hitting for 40 damage right now. We got VMAX 50, 60 with the Powerful Energy, 60, 70, 80 with the Inteleon. 70, 80. Oh, dude, they're gonna knock out our GREEDENT V. Okay. You know what? That's fine, because that actually retains our Powerful Energy, and then that will increase our attack even further. So we need, let's see, we have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We just need to hit for 20 more damage. Dude, I think we could do it. So we definitely need Boss's Order to get that Articuno in the active. Right? 120. And could get Level Ball. We have Zigzagoon. But you know what? I think I'll get Leon just in case. Just in case. But I don't think there's any other way we can use Leon and then Boss at the same time. So what I'm gonna do here is use Quick Shooting first. 20 damage, right? We're dealing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 80 damage. 9, 10. We're gonna use Zigzagoon. 11. Scoop up. And that's gonna be 12, right? Boss's Orders. 80 damage. Turn a Profit. I can't believe it. I can't believe it! Alright, on to our next match. My opponent's gonna go first. And we're gonna start off with the Shuppet in the active. And our hand's not too great. We have Level Ball to probably get a Sobble. And my opponent's using a lot of Avery, which I don't think should affect us too much. I don't think, but yeah, there's no way for us to set up a Greedent just yet, so that's not good. Get another powerful energy. And my opponent's using Weezing deck. I don't know which Weezing this is, but I know Tricky Jim has put up a video. This is gonna be a very this is gonna be a very annoying matchup for sure, because now we won't be able to use our shady dealings, and we won't be able to use Bayonet to devolve their Weezing too. So this is gonna be a very interesting matchup. Yeah, it is the Weezing that turns off all of its opponent's abilities. So even if we evolve into Drizzile, as long as we can get Inteleon, okay, they're gonna Marnie. If I can evolve into the Shady Dealings Inteleon, I can hit for 120 damage and carry the game that way. Because we're hitting for 130. Oh, you know what? They have Tool Jammer, so we're only gonna hit for 120 damage. And then we have Snorlax, but we can't use it. So, man, we're reliant on abilities, and we're not. This this is not looking good to start. So that's not good. I'm just gonna evolve into Bayonet just to increase my HP. At least I'll survive 2 more turns. I'm just gonna pass. Man, you know what? Weezing is a slow deck, but it does its thing, man. I was gonna say that Coughing could be a good target, but pretty sure they're gonna evolve it. They also have Galarian to prevent their opponent from retreating and just continue to hit for that poison damage. Yeah, very very toxic deck to go against. And we have Zigzagoon, but that's not gonna deal damage because our abilities are turned off. So there's our Bayonet. That's why I benched my Snorlax so I can put that in the active, so we can survive at least 3 turns, right? Because at least Snorlax has 130 HP. Okay, they're gonna Marnie. I don't mind that at all. They shouldn't have Marnied, actually. They could have just trapped us with the hand we have. Alright, we got a quick shooting. We can attack for 70 damage, but I'd rather have the Inteleon. Okay. Let me get Sobble. And then... Actually, I can attack with Greedent. If I can set up a Greedent, that would be great too. So I'll just set up a Greedent. And then I'll get my Inteleon, Shady Dealings Inteleon. Right? So I'm going to be hitting for 120 damage on my next turn. I'll just pass for the meantime, take in that damage with Snorlax, and go from there. Yeah, without the abilities, it's... This is definitely an annoying matchup. But at least I kind of know the strategy behind my opponent's build. They just turn off ability and then just keep poison. But if we can get a Greedent VMAX set up, we should be fine. We can hit for we can just knock out their Weezing with Max Gimme Gimme. We should be fine. That's okay. We're not gonna attack with Snorlax anyways, and that's basically going against them. I don't know why. I don't know why they did that, but okay. All right, we're gonna get knocked out this turn. I'll just put a powerful energy, which is great. We got one for our Greedent V, and then yeah, with that chip damage because of their confusion, which they actually inflicted on themselves, we might be able to knock out this Weezing in their active. So, oh, they have Crushing Hammer though. Tails. Well, unfortunately, they're gonna remove one of our energies, and I actually would prefer them to remove the one on Greedent V so we can attack with Inteleon. But nope, they saw that, so... And they had Fan Waves. Wow, extremely annoying deck. I didn't evolve into Inteleon because in case they successfully poison our Drizzile, we can just evolve to remove the poison. At least that's gonna buy out an extra turn. Yeah, there it is. So we can evolve into Inteleon, remove the poison, and we got a Professor's Research from the top deck. That's insane. We actually needed that. We really, really needed that. Okay, we got Greedent VMAX, and I'll just attach an energy. Might as well get another Greedent V, because Zigzagoon's not going to do any good. And, oh, that's right, Inteleon needs a water energy. Dude, I'm making a lot of mistakes. This is crazy. I should have just attached that on Greedent VMAX. But that's okay. Actually, that's gonna give an extra energy so that we can hard retreat with Inteleon if we need to. So that's fine. That's actually okay. So we should be able to buy out some time with this. And I'll just build up my Greedent VMAX for the meantime, just before our Inteleon gets knocked out. So it's gonna get knocked out in the next turn, but at least we'll have two powerful energies on our Greedent VMAX. So at least we're hitting for 70 damage. And hopefully, if they cannot retreat their Weezing in the active, we should be able to knock out. Oh man, that's it's so annoying. But I think, let's see, 1, 2. Well, they still have a lot of hammers in the deck. All right, cool. So 70. Oh wait, we don't have any more energies on Greedent V, so that's not good. I'll just put Sable in the active for now. We can always just scoop it up. I'll just continue to build up my Greedent VMAX on the bench, and you know what, that will turn off the ability because they set up their coughing, so I might as well take advantage and use my Shady Dealings Drizzile, and then I'll use Melanie and pass. So now we can accelerate an energy on Greedent VMAX, draw 3 cards with Melanie. And even if they hammer away our powerful energy, we can just reattach an energy with Melanie, draw 3 cards, and then attach powerful energy, and then we can hit for 50 damage. There's the Crushing Hammer. Tails, nice. And when we knock out one of their Weezing, that's fine. We can use Echoing Horn to get a coughing on their bench. They won't be able to evolve it, or actually they will, but that's fine. We're just gonna attack with our Greedent VMAX then, and I'll just use Max Gimme Gimme, knock out their Weezing for 200 damage, and get a prize. We're just gonna take one prize at a time, I guess, from this point on. And they don't have enough. Even if they poison us like 40 damage each turn, we should be able to knock out 3 Weezing, and if they recover, we should have enough turns to knock out as much Pokemon as we can just with Max Gimme Gimme and get the prizes that we need, or just knock out all their Weezing in play. So I think that's going to be the game plan. We already have our Greedent available to us. in the active, and we're just gonna continue to attack. Yeah, Max, gimme for 200 damage. We're gonna continue to draw, but that's fine. We're not gonna deck out because we have Marnie available to us. Yeah, so we're getting 80 damage each turn, and again, every turn that we have this, we're just gonna continue to knock out their Weezing. So there it is. I think we have this. We just have to watch out and play this carefully. I've made too many mistakes already throughout this game, but I think we're doing good. Okay, that's fine. We don't need that extra attack power anyways to knock out their Weezing. We have capture energy and just continue to attack for 180 damage. Okay, good. So they were unsuccessful with that. So we're gonna continue to attack and just knock out their Weezing. Use capture energy. Don't need to draw anything. Max gimme. 180 damage. Draw 3 cards. And get another prize. Okay, so here's the game plan. We can actually finish up this game easily. We don't have to worry about this Weezing. We can either knock it out. Okay, we have Scoop Up Net. We don't really care. We're gonna survive. Nice. Okay, here's the plan, guys. We're gonna win this game right now. We can scoop up and just max gimme. But we're gonna do it with style. We're gonna use Echoing Horn. We're gonna scoop up this guy. Get our Greedent VMAX in the active. Boss this. Get a Zigzagoon. Chip damage. And we're gonna get 3 prizes. Turn a profit. Gotta love it. Alright, moving on. We're gonna go first. And we're gonna start this one with a Sobble. We can set it up with we can set up Greedent V with Capture Energy. We have Professor's Research to draw into more cards. And there's our first target. My opponent's also starting with a Sobble in the active, so easy target. We just have to set up our Greedent VMAX and get that 3 prize. Okay, unfortunately there's no way for us to accelerate Greedent VMAX on our next turn because we don't have Water Energy. We can evolve into Drizzile and get Melanie, but we won't be able to accelerate Water Energy because we don't have one on the discard pile. So my opponent is using a Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX build. Greedent VMAX is weak against fighting, so we have weakness with this matchup. But that's okay. That's okay. Even if they use Gale Thrust, we can survive an attack because they're gonna hit for 300 damage, but we have enough HP to survive a Gale Thrust. So I'll just evolve into Drizzile, and let's see what we need here. We need to set up. I could get more energies for my next turn, but I can always just use Professor's Research. Can always get Vitality Band to increase attack. But I think I'll just set up more basic. Let me get Quick Ball. It's fine. Let me get rid of Leon. I don't think I need Leon right now. So I'll just get a Sobble. But what I'll need is Bayonet for sure. Because on their next turn, my opponent can evolve into Drizzile. We'll need Bayonet to devolve their Drizzile. So I'm saving that. I really don't want to use Professor's Research this turn. I'll just use Echoing Horn, maybe fill their bench, and hopefully that's going to disrupt them. I don't know. So I'm just going to pass. I can evolve into Bayonet next turn. Even if it doesn't do anything, at least I can use Professor's Research. That will preserve my Bayonet, and I can always just reuse it with the Scoop Up Net. But they're just gonna use keep calling. You know, that's very that's very dangerous. I don't know if you know who you're up against here, but and you're you're giving me more target. That's fine. Let's evolve into Bayonet. So now I can use my Professor's Research, and then I can actually get Drizzle. Let me get Quick Shooting Inteleon. I can always retreat. And then I can even use Toy Catcher now. And we have Powerful Energy. Look at that. Look at that. So let me retreat. Since we're only hitting for 50, I'm just gonna Quick Shooting, and that should be that's gonna put their active into knockout range. You can get 3 prizes for that. So turn a profit for 3 prizes. Easy. Got Boss's Orders, another Greedent VMAX, and another Powerful Energy. So now, even if they evolve, we can, well, we can't use Bayonet because we can't set it up right away. But maybe they won't be able to evolve their Octillery. Okay, maybe they will. Or you know what? I think they're probably gonna. Oh, you know, if they evolve into. Oh yeah, that's fine. Even if they attack with this Urshifu V, they're only gonna hit for 300 damage. So we should survive an attack. We can survive one attack from this Urshifu V or even their VMAX. They're gonna use Boss's Order to boss my Inteleon. They're gonna use Urshifu, get Urshifu VMAX. Okay. Oh, dude, they just use 100 punch attack, knock out my Inteleon. But you know what? We have Zigzagoon. Yeah. Let's Zigzagoon this guy. We can use Max Gimme Gimme. 220 damage, knocking it out. So even if they have the VMAX, now they can't use their Gmax attack. So that's what I mean with Greedent VMAX, man. Don't mess with it. Just because you think it only focuses on the multi-prize attack against weaker Pokemon, it can actually go against V Pokemon as well. So we have another target, man. It doesn't matter if you keep putting we have Vitality Band, we have access to another Powerful Energy. We can easily knock that one out as well. And we have multiple targets. We have 2 boss in hand. We can just knock out one of their Pokemon and win this game. Rapid Strike Urshifu VMAX, guys, against Greedent VMAX. Too good. Greedent VMAX is too good, man. Again, if you haven't played this deck yet, you have to play it. You have to. They use Escape Rope, but that's fine. Can always. I have an energy on hand, so we can retreat our Sobble and just take a knockout with our Greedent VMAX to win the game. And they can't even attack. They didn't even attack. So just gonna retreat. And we can't knock out their active, so I'll just get Crobat V. Max Gimme Gimme for the win. Man, good game. Good game. Okay, my opponent's gonna go first. Dude, we got 3 Greedent Vs on our hand. Just put one in the active for the meantime. Oh, we got a. Is this another Weezing deck? Okay, well, they have Galarian Moltres V. So this is not a pure Weezing deck, which is probably going to take forever to to beat, but it is winnable. So we're going to have to see and find out what this build is all about. But our hand is dead right now. There's no way for us to draw into cards. We don't have water energy in the discard pile, so we can't use Melanie. We can attach Vitality Band, but that's pretty much it. Can bench one of the Greedent V, but really not much else we could do at this point. We do get a Quick Ball, so that's good. We bench one Greedent V, discard one, get a Snorlax. You know what? There's still no way for us to get our Greedent V out of the active, and we can't use Gormandize. And that probably wasn't a good idea, because now if they evolve into Weezing, we won't be able to use the ability anyways. Yep. Speaking of which, there's the Plague. It's about to start. Okay. Well, at least my opponent hasn't built up their energy either, so we should be safe for a few more turns. And they're gonna boss my Snorlax. Alright. Alright. So now, we can't Gormandize. Okay, we have water energy from this Capacious Bucket. That's good. And I think I'll just put one on one of my Greedents. Alright, we're starting slow. Alright, that's fine if they use Crushing Hammers. If they discard one, we can use Melanie, but they're gonna Marnie it out of our hands, so we won't be able to use it. But at least we know it's available, but still we have access to powerful energy, so that's good. I'm gonna use Capture Energy and probably set up my Sobble, because at one point we can always just get this Weezing out of the active, and then we should be able to use our abilities. So my opponent's also using Eternatus VMAX, I guess. It's nice to see Eternatus VMAX making a comeback slowly. We haven't seen it in a while, especially its weakness against fighting type, especially when Urshifu V and Urshifu VMAX came out. Just haven't seen a lot of the Eternatus VMAX in the latter. So it's nice and refreshing to see old strong builds making a comeback. Okay, we get a boss orders. Let's evolve. Oh. Don't ask me why I did that. I should have probably just bossed first. Alright. Made a mistake. I think I'll just stall. Just use boss, get this Eternatus VMAX. I'll just Gormandize. At least I'll be able to use Gormandize this turn. And that's fine. That's fine. Having Drizzle in play is okay, because now we can target that Zigzagoon. Just have to prevent this Weezing from getting into play. And we need to get this Snorlax out of the active now. So with the hiding energy, they can easily retreat their Eternatus VMAX. But we can evolve into our Greedent VMAX ourselves. We have powerful energy, so we can use Max Gimme Gimme. We can knock out their Weezing. But they're going to use Escape Rope, so that can easily get our Snorlax out of the active. They won't be able to attack with their Eternatus VMAX just yet, because they just attached an energy. Gonna use Crobat, so at least we can get our first knockout against this Weezing, getting our first prize. But I'd rather target the Zigzagoon to get our first 3 prizes. And then when they attack with their Eternatus VMAX, all we have to do is build up another Greedent VMAX on the bench. Ooh, dude, we got boss's order, so that's actually really good. So we'll evolve, and that still puts us out of range of Eternatus VMAX attack. Let me get this Zigzagoon into the active, and let's get a Zigzagoon. So we're hitting 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we're just ping this active, and then we're gonna attack with Turn a Profit. Get 3 prizes for that. So we'll use Quick Ball, so we can use Melanie in our next turn, and then Turn a Profit for 3 prizes. There it is. So we're just gonna go around this Eternatus VMAX. So even if they attack, we're gonna survive with 10 HP, and Let's see. If we can get Echoing Horn, we can get that Zigzagoon back into play. But we don't have any more bosses orders. Okay, they're gonna Marnie. We need 3 more prizes. We just need one more single prize. Oh, we got a target. We got a target. We're gonna survive with 10 HP. All right, we survive, and we have Inteleon. Insane. Let's it's okay. We got Toy Catcher. Let's use Drizzile. So here's what we're gonna do. Let's use Drizzile to get Toy Catcher. Okay. We're gonna evolve into Quick Shooting Inteleon. Decrease Coughing's HP. Use Toy Catcher. And guess what, guys? Against Eternatus VMAX. Good game. Good. Greedent VMAX is truly an awesome card. I would even consider this the second most powerful card in the set, if not the fastest at winning games. I had so much fun maneuvering the components of this build to make the combo work, and the win rate is really good. Honestly, I would probably rate this as my favorite card and build from the Fusion Strike set. For me, it's just pure fun. And that's it for the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to smash the like button. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, and please consider subscribing to this channel if you haven't already. Thank you so much for watching the Popsicle Night channel, and as always, stay safe and have a great day.